Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Saturday morning, guys. Want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well as season. I got a word for you. Tap in. Happy Saturday, guys. Listen, guys, your girl is sounding like a whole moose over here, right? I don't know if it was my allergies. Um, I'm waiting for my coffee to kick in. Happy Saturday morning, guys. I know it's been a few days. Work has been extremely busy this last week or so. So I wanted to catch up now that things have slowed down. I want to speak in regards to a download that I received. And I said this before. When I make recordings on downloads and it's repetitive, meaning it's something that I've shared recently, or maybe not, but just more so less recently in the recording, maybe a couple of days or a couple of weeks ago, it's only because there's a conviction to keep repeating it to you guys or to all of us, right? And typically when that happens, it's almost like God is saying, stop ignoring me, or I'm going to give it to you a few times to be sure that it's confirmed, because maybe you may be struggling with, is it God? Is it a familiar spirit? So it's almost like a pressing where it's like almost like a sense of urgency, or a sense that it really just mounts into your spirit, that you get it and you get the seriousness of it. So with that being said, again, chosen ones, we are in a season of elevation, in a season of increase. It is very tense, because it's pressure. And if you notice that there's a lot of pressure in your current season, your current level, the things that you're currently doing, this can be there's some kind of increase in responsibilities with your job. Definitely on my end over here. It may be some increase in maybe ministry, or just whatever part of your life, and it starts to feel like, what is going on? Like, this is very overwhelming, because maybe a few months ago things were quiet, or maybe things were settled. And then the crazy part about it is we were getting antsy that things were quiet. Like, God, where are you? Right? But a lot of the times, before acceleration starts to pick up, we will hit seasons of stillness, because it's almost, well, there's reasons for it, different reasons for it. But a lot of the times it's almost that feeling of, listen, I need you to rest, because when this door opens, you're about to be running like a chicken with his head cut off. Like, you're asking me to get up out of this quiet season, or this season of rest, or this season of stillness, but really I'm calling you to be still, because I already know what time it is when these gates open. And so you will discover that in certain parts of your life, it feels like you're being expanded. But it's almost like it doesn't make any sense, because you know this season is over. Meaning, those of you who are still currently physically in the land, even though your spirit is in the next season, you're still stuck and stagnant in your current level. But it doesn't make sense, because it's almost like, well, if this season is over, right, and we're being accelerated to new things and bigger things, then why is it more responsibilities in this current old season? It's because he's using this time to expand you, so you can be able to hold the things once the door opens, once the gate opens. Because remember, new seasons come with more. We keep asking. I'm raising my hand over here, honey. I'm raising my hand over here, honey. We keep asking for increase and more of this and more of this and more of that. But we keep forgetting sometimes that more comes with more responsibilities, right? More discipline levels of stewardship, just discipline in general. More comes with more. So we must be expanded in order to be able to hold more before the door opens. So he's using your everyday things, even though the season for it is over. But he's still using that to develop your spirit of excellence. This is why you may feel like I'm not even fulfilled with this person anymore. I'm not even fulfilled at this place. I'm not fulfilled at this job, or fulfilled doing whatever ministry you're like. You don't even feel the fulfillment. And what typically happens when we're no longer fulfilled, if we're honest, we can kind of start slacking off on things. But it's the opposite. The conviction is, I don't care if you're I don't care if you're fulfilled or not. You still move with the spirit of excellence. As a matter of fact, you move more with excellence now than you did when you were fulfilled. And it's like, but this is why you got to stay tapped in, because if you don't know what he's doing, it wouldn't make sense. It's like, this makes no sense. If I'm being prepared for something different and something bigger, why am I moving? Because it's not about this thing. It's about preparing you. He can't prepare you once the door opens. Because once the door opens, boom, it's go time. It's go, do, right? So he can't prepare you once the door opens. He's preparing us now. So that can look like he's calling you to deeper levels of discipline, more fasting. And fasting is not always food. What's that one thing that pulls at your flesh the most, right? So he's calling you to discipline yourself in certain areas. He's placing you in environments where people straight up trying you, seriously trying you. And then as soon as you get your mouth prepared to like say something, right? There's a conviction. Close your mouth. Where before it would even be difficult for you to do that, right? But he's been testing you, and you may have failed a lot of your tests, but you'll realize that the tests keep coming back just in different forms or through different people. And then you have to keep repeating these tests over and over. Like you may have, I don't know, before you walk out of your house, you were going to say something smart. You got a conviction. You failed. You said something sideways, right? Even though he told you to just be quiet. Then as soon as you get to the gas station, somebody's going to try you. And there's a conviction. Just close your mouth. You fail again. You get to work. Right? You're going to keep going through the test until you pass it. Once you pass it, then he'll keep bringing you to another test in another area. And it's like, oh my God. Whew. These are very, very difficult times because it almost feels like you're being prepared for an exam, right? Like these are the final exams, if you will. So everything that we've learned in last season, right? We've disciplined ourselves. Well, hopefully so, guys. We've disciplined ourselves in many areas. We've learned to have self-control in many areas. We've learned to move with logic, my sisters. Anybody, but definitely for myself, right? We've learned to move more with logic rather than emotions, right? It is just, truly, I'll speak for myself, because at the end of the day, as chosen ones, many of us are just very, very sensitive, spiritually sensitive and sensitive in general. Many of us are empaths. So for me, trying to really balance that thing or discipline it where I can just turn emotions off on my own, it just doesn't work. I'm just going to be honest. For me, it just doesn't work. For me, it literally have to be me being obedient to the conviction of the Holy Spirit. Meaning it is my responsibility, right? When I feel emotions, even from a place of compassion and empathy, right? Because remember now, we're sheep amongst wolves. So you can have emotions and compassion for somebody, and that somebody is a straight demon, straight devil, right? So it is the guidance of the Holy Spirit. So the Holy Spirit may say something like, okay, I know you're compassionate about this. I know you have a this, that, and the third. Pause. Within that pause, I may have some kind of other instructions. You don't say or do anything until I give you a clear, all caps, clear answer. I don't care how hasty you are or feel because of your emotions to do something right now. You wait until I give you something clear. And if I say yes, yes. If I say no, no. I don't care. If your little feelings, I don't care. No means no, because you can't even judge for yourself. We're too compassionate. And this is why many times chosen ones get burned, because we want to help, we want to support, we want to love on. And the whole time you end up loving on demons or just straight snakes. So he's teaching you, right? And this is why a lot of people are being exposed in different ways. This is why the masks are coming off of your eyes. So with that being said, God have already told us, well, I've already done it, so I'm just here for, whoever got me up this time of morning, convicted very clearly to get on. God have already made it clear. You're making excuses at this point because maybe you were confused in the beginning. Maybe you were confused when you got the first conviction and you're like, well, I don't know. Is this God? Is this a familiar spirit? Is this my flesh? What is this, right? So he knows you were struggling. And God is fair, right? When he knows that truly, now, not because we're making excuses, right? But he really knows that we're struggling with an answer. He will keep confirming, keep convicting in different ways, right? That's a person who may give you some type of confirmation. You're going to have a dream, right? And a lot of the times too, what he'll do is he will expose it to you in different ways, meaning new ways. Like you may only be used to hearing from God when you read your word. All right. Well, now you've been avoiding that because you already know if you read the word, he's going to confirm it for you. And so now you're trying to duck and dodge it. And now he sends somebody like me. Or now you have a dream and you're not even the dreamer, but that's how important it is for him to get it to you. So he's going to hit every avenue so you can't say, I didn't know. In this season, it's very, very tense. Things are closing in because many of the chosen ones, again, we're not, many of us are just not going from level to level. I mean, we go from level to level, but the point I'm trying to make is we're going to be accelerated some levels because of the intensity of the last season and the things that we learned and the fire that we built in the last season. So now it's not like going from 5 to 6 or 6 to 7. It's like going from 7 to 10. We're going to skip some levels. The higher you go, you will discover more intense pruning of people, places, and things. And he does it like piece by piece, because I can remember making, I don't know, a recording like maybe 6-7 months ago, and we all were talking about the pruning of people. Like some of the people, like years ago in our head, we really thought that some of these people would come along, meaning the higher we go, they would come. And then you realize that even then you were off. Or maybe that was just the highest they could go with you at that level for different reasons. Maybe they separately from you haven't put the work in. So then they're stuck and stagnant at a certain level, which is absolutely okay. But you put work in, which now is going to increase and elevate you. But now they're going to have to fall off because you have to have capacity the higher you go. The mindset shift is what's going to cause a lot of the separation, because a lot of people are still surface level. And in these times we're in right now, honey, listen, surface level, especially like when you meet a person, like especially my chosen ones, when we meet people, just like a general conversation, and they're just speaking that surface level stuff, and it's just like, oh my goodness. And then people start to feel like, well, I mean, you've changed. Well, shouldn't we all be? Right? So you can't make excuses. You just can't, right? Because you guys know we're very sensitive, and so again, many of us are empaths, so we can feel other people's emotions. We can feel that other people feels like maybe we're leaving them behind, or maybe like they're dealing with their own abandonment and rejection issues, and now we're trying to nurture that. That's not our problem. We've made that our problem for too long. And that's why we keep recycling the same levels. That's why we can't get anywhere. That's why we keep getting burned, because we're the problem. You must be okay knowing that if they're wise, right? But some people are going to have a hard time the higher you go, because you're going to have less time. You're going to have less availability. I'm one person. I can't be everywhere. Like, do you not understand how heavy this thing is? No, most of them don't. So we did the pruning of people at some point, right? We did the pruning of things. I remember making a recording in regards to, it's like, it seemed like things that were in your house that was always there was never an issue, even though you no longer use them, things like that. And then something happened some months ago, or maybe a year ago for some people, where it seemed like everything was annoying you. It felt like clutter. It felt like hoarding. And then you went on this mass, like, donating things or just clearing things out. Like, honey, it's like you felt like you needed more room. That was a conviction and indication that new is coming. You clear out the old, new is coming. You have to make room for things. It amazes me how some people feel like they can be holding on to toxic relationships or toxic people. And I'm just going to hold on until God sends the new. When God sends the new, then I'll release this foolishness. Really? I mean, so you think God just going to bless a mess? You think God is just going to send God-ordained blessings in a demonic situation? It's a whole narcissist over here. You think God is going to send God-ordained people to be mixing and mingling with demons? Make it make sense, right? Spirits transfer. Spirits stick. So maybe God have already convicted you to do a spiritual cleanse of your home, right? Prune that stuff. You're holding on. The marriage have been since 1925. You still got the wedding dress in the closet and pictures, and you feel like, well, no. I mean, they're just sentimental. I mean, could be sentimental, but he's been married 4 times since then. It could be sentimental, but please understand that spirits linger, spirits exist, and spirits can block. So whatever conviction, and that may not be a conviction for you, whatever conviction you feel, this is why it's important for us to get to the secret place and hear our instructions from the Holy Spirit. I think a lot of the times people get lazy, and it's almost like they want to rely on a word there. No, like, that's fine, but people should be your confirmation. Think about it. People are trying to get words for their own self. Like, and think about how many other people are asking them. So now you got 50 people asking you, like, do you think, like, you got to get it for yourself, and then allow people to be your confirmation. That person is going to hold you back. In fact, that person don't even want you to go higher. This is why you're having all kind of resistance with trying to get a promotion on your job, or like everything that you try, there's some kind of block. Like there's something that's sabotaging it. It's the spirit of that person. And yes, we can say all day long that, if you're really tapped in, you got that fire, so you change the environment. That's true. That's absolutely true. But why fight unnecessary warfare? So it's like a battle. So you're battling every day against a demonic spirit, where truly, if you remove it from you, your spirit is pure of that. Now you can receive everything that God is trying to get to you, where it just flows to you. There's no resistance. The resistance is coming from the person. And the truth is, God have already made it clear. He's shown it to you. He's shown it to you. First, he disturbed your spirit, right? Your spirit was convicted. He's waking you up in your sleep. Something is off. Something's not right, right? You feel it. Then when you go to have a conversation or something in the physical, right? Now you're moving more from flesh. Let it be through arguments or debates, manipulation. Now you're tied up in the flesh. So now you're ignoring what you felt in the spirit, that your spirit always tell you first. Then God allows something physical to happen. Maybe you found something. Maybe they said something. Maybe they what do you call when somebody like telling themselves? I don't even know. And because now God has removed the scales, now everything they say now is like, how did I miss that last time? How didn't I see all these different spirits? Right? This controlling spirit, this manipulative spirit, this, how did I miss this all this time? It's because the skills weren't fully removed at the time. You were not ready to be shifted higher at the time. Now, as time goes on, you kind of forget about it again. So now you're just back in flesh, you're doing everyday thing, and boom, we have a dream. Dream clear as day. Clear as day, whatever it is, dream clear as day. And now it's to the point where God is not even allowing us to say, but I don't have a way out, right? We could have used that excuse at some point. But at this point, if it's something that he's convicting you like this, or he's made a way out, he's not going to be convicting you like this and putting that pressure on you if he haven't already given you some kind of way out. Now, with some people, it may be a situation where you still have to encounter it. This can look like co-parenting with a narc. This can look like something like work, meaning he's still haven't given you the way completely out yet, but he's telling you to limit access. So now this looks like boundaries. This looks like, okay, I don't want you in that particular role at the job anymore. Hire an assistant, right? It's do this. Go part-time. I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying go part-time, because part-time will pay your bills while I have you working the land in the new season, right? A way out. Okay. You say you don't have money to get a secondary place, but now he makes, I don't know, something happens where maybe the job is some kind of live-in type of thing, or these are all examples, or somebody call you all of a sudden, like one of your friends who just got a place and she's looking for a roommate, or he's looking for a roommate. These are all examples, right? But he's made a way out. And even if it looks like an inconvenience, even if your fear of abandonment and your fear of rejection starts springing up, he's made a way out. He knows something you don't know. This person is going to potentially betray you at the next level. This person is potentially praying against the very things they say that they're standing in prayer with you for. This person has some kind of spirit of jealousy and envy that you can't even pick up on. This person is a whole demon, a whole witch, a whole warlock, and you don't even realize it. But one thing I learned long ago, God is not going to force us to do anything. He will be fair. He will keep convicting and keep making a way. But he's not, you will notice that what will happen is those convictions will get more and more profound, like stern even. Like, listen, this is it. Don't return. Period. Don't return. I remember one time I was somewhere. I was out of town. And I remember I was leaving. I was putting my bags in my truck. And I wasn't thinking about anything else. I was just thinking like, it's a great day. I put all the bags in the car. Soon as I got into my truck and turned the ignition on, I heard the Holy Spirit say, clear as day. You will not be back here. And I'm like, back where? Like, I mean, this is your last time here. Okay. I mean, can you maybe tell me why? He don't have to tell us nothing, right? Nothing. He knows something we don't know. It is obedience over emotions. Many times, God be trying to save our life. One thing you don't want to do ever is tussle with God. He will let your spirit be so disturbed, you will never be at peace ever again once he reveals to you who a person truly is. I want to share that. I got woken up early this morning. And so I wanted to share it. You guys have a great weekend. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.